Tuesday, February 4th. And yesterday, here's the agenda. We're going to go over it. We got a new alpha pick. That is a top 2025 stock. We're going to go over Steve Cress today is having a Zoom session for the top 10 small cap stocks of 2025. He's continuing the top stocks of 2025, and there have been some gems. Paid newsletter subscribers, you're going to get an analysis of a stock that is a top 10 2025 stocks that pulled back 7% today. I'm working on a newsletter, how to find big stock movers before they actually move. And I know I've been teasing this one, but I've been working on it. I actually found one stock today that I will release before that newsletter comes out. As I was doing research for the paid newsletter subscribers, you'll get a bonus podcast today in a separate newsletter, just so you're aware. We'll continue the love month of stocks, going over QQQ today. Yesterday was VOO. We're going to go over QQQ today. Our buddy James Ford posted about Trump tariffs. I thought the article was really good. We'll talk about how those tariffs changed the market. What I saw yesterday in the market, where you could have gotten a ton of stocks, the morning candles, all of that stuff. Power Play by David Tepper and Nancy Pelosi. Come on. We'll talk about some software stuff. We'll also talk about HIMS. We'll talk about the stock that is obviously the leader today. It's Palantir. And listen, full disclosure, I missed Tesla during 2018. I missed Palantir during 2024. I'm missing Palantir during 2025. The valuation keeps me out, but understand, I'm still exposed to it because I still have it in ETFs. And we'll talk about earnings today. INTA, which I just put a balls deep order in. It hasn't filled, but I put a balls deep order in. So let's talk about one thing that you can do to help me as a listener. One of these two things, okay? We talked about how I have tens of thousands of listeners on Spotify and only a few. 3,000, I think, on YouTube. Here's what you can do for me. Okay, this is just a bro pack. Share the episode on your social media because I think it's going to be a good episode. So I'd say share your favorite episode that I've ever done on your social media. Okay. Second thing is go over to YouTube on this video. Okay, not the live video. Go over to the actual video. So you're going to go over and you're going to see, once I post it, after I record this podcast, you'll see a title of today's, not 23 hours ago. You'll see it within. Go over there and you're either going to like it or both. Put the eggplant emoji. And you know what? The eggplant emoji is universal for, if you're sexting with your girlfriend, your wife, your boyfriend, whatever it is. The eggplant emoji, you know exactly what it means. So I want to see a bunch of comments on today's videos, not yesterday's video or any video. To be honest with you, just go and comment on any video. But I want to see the eggplant emoji. Okay? That's what I'd like to do. Now, yesterday, we got a new alpha pick stock. So if you didn't buy it, it is down below its 52-week high, which means we can have some room upside. It's an exceptional Q2 full year 2025 performance. The company is on track to deliver triple-digit revenue growth for full year. Q2 financial metrics show robust, extraordinary price momentum, blah, blah, blah. It's a semiconductor. It's a top 2025 picks. Again, it's just if you're a member of this portfolio, this is the Alpha Picks portfolio. Look at the performance, okay? 177% versus 58% on the S&P during the same time period. It is a great portfolio. How do you get it? You go over to Linktree, okay? You have two options, okay? These are for people. There's two different types of investors. There's the people that want to do their research, and this way you can get premium and Alpha Picks in a bundle and you save $159. Okay, use that second link on Linktree right here. Seeking Alpha Premium and Alpha Picks bundle. It gets you premium. You'll see me use premium. In fact, premium is how I found the top stock that I'm going to release to paid members today that I think has huge growth opportunity. And so that's how I found it. But it also gets you Alpha Picks. Between the two, again, it's a bundle. Now, if you don't want Seeking Alpha Premium, you just want to get a pick on the 1st and a pick on the 15th, and they tell you when to sell, that's where you get alpha picks, okay? And you can get alpha picks on right down here. It's the 4th. And if you just want to do your own research and you don't care because you want to follow Gary, and I may give you the alpha picks, yeah, just go over $30 off your premium membership right here, okay? That's the third link. So all the links are there. Trendspider is still my go-to for charting. You'll see me use it. I steer people towards the advanced. It's a lot. If it's in your budget, the key point is you get unlimited one-on-one training. We're going to go over all the charts today. Okay? And if you're a Seeking Alpha Premium member, okay, up top, you should have today top small stocks from 2025. Steve Cress, I will urge you, okay, these particular Zoom sessions, you get on Zoom, he shares his screen. He shows you how to use Seeking Alpha Premium. I will urge you to go there and just go and look at how he's using it. Listen to his words, write down some notes. He shows you what's important to him. Then you can go look at those stocks and, say one of the small cap stocks that he picks is, OPFI, because that was one of the top picks of 2025. Say he picks it, okay? What I want you to do is watch which screens he goes to. And then after it's done, go analyze with AI, okay? This last one was done 121. I like this one. And you can read the entire thing. Competitors, unique value, Seeking Alpha rating explanation of all of the factors. You can see the concerns. You can see all the positive rays, and you can read all about OPFI. Okay, so I want you to attend that Zoom session because it's just an amazing view of how to use this tool. And remember, that's what we're all here for, is the tool. Now, for the paid members, I will be doing a look at this stock. It is down 5%. It's a top 2025 stock. It's down 6%, maybe 7%. It keeps moving in the pre-market. It is one of the big movers. And I was working on a newsletter yesterday called How to Find Winners Before They're Actually Winners, and smaller stocks and things of that sort, and how to add into them and how to position your stuff. I'm going to do a special podcast for the paid members today. It won't be recorded live. Maybe I'll be on Substack Live, but you won't see my screen. But I'm going to record that right after this podcast, and I'll post it. So you'll get actually 2 newsletters today for the paid subscribers. Okay, and you will get that How to Find Big Winners when I'm done with it. I promised it this past weekend. I got sick. I didn't have the energy to do it. Unless I'm focused, I don't want to write this one because this one actually is turning out to be pretty good. You know what else is turning out to be pretty good? Bitcoin under 100,000. I mean, stock traders, if your stock's down 10%, you're worried. If you're a Bitcoin, if you're buying Bitcoin and it's down 90%, you're laughing like DiCaprio. You're just, but yeah. Now the month of love. Okay, the month of love is one stock from now until Valentine's Day. Every day, I'm going to pick one stock or ETF and tell you why it should be in your portfolio. Okay, these are in my portfolio. Now, today's month of love is QQQ. It's the NASDAQ 100. This is the most popular NASDAQ ETF. It is out there. Okay, I own this one. Let's just say they picked NVIDIA in 2001. They continue to pick winners. Look at this 10-year performance, okay? We went over VOO yesterday. VOO is the gold standard to just buy and sit in. I would argue QQQ should also be the gold standard to sit in your portfolio, okay? 10 years. It's up 424% versus VOO at 237%. Now, you do have significant downturns during bear markets. You can see 2022. Look at how even that blue line is there and how steep that orange line is. But with bigger gains come bigger pullbacks. You can look at the holdings. It's Apple, it's it's Microsoft, it's NVIDIA, it's Amazon, it's Broadcom, it's Meta, it's Tesla, it's Alphabet, it's Costco. Okay, it's everything you want in a portfolio in one nice little wrapper. The expense, low. And if you're worried about the expense, its sister is QQQM. Okay, this is the NASDAQ 100. It matches, this is a newly launched one. So they launched this one because they wanted to do it. It's a little bit cheaper than QQQ. And it's got the same holdings. Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Amazon, Broadcom, Meta, Tesla, Google, and Costco are the top 10. So if you're worried about that, but in my mind, these are fantastic, fantastic ETFs. We'll continue on tomorrow. We're going to get to individual stocks because I've got them. I've got an entire list in my notes, and I will do one. If I don't do it, please hold me accountable because sometimes I forget to do stuff when I set up the show in my notes. But yesterday, VOO and QQQ. I mean, again, those should be in your portfolio. Now, our buddy James, we're going to talk about tariffs because tariffs giveth and they take away. Yesterday, the market was down, and yes, I sounded the alarm. I want you to be aware of the downside. But I also said yesterday, I'm not doing anything, okay? We know that Trump's tariffs are threats and negotiating tools. Now, here's the other thing that was interesting yesterday, okay? The interesting part of Trump's press conference yesterday was, hey, how's the market doing? That's a quote from him to one of the reporters in the Oval Office. How's the market doing? And the reporter responded, market sold off at the beginning. But as you're talking about delaying the tariffs, it's coming back. What was Trump's response? Good. I don't even watch that much, but good. He is measuring himself by the market. He's going to measure his performance by the market. If it doesn't do well, expect him to blame the Fed for not reducing rates quick enough. Expect him to blame other people. But this is how you're going to spend 4 years. This is exactly what's going to go on for 4 years. So if you're the type of person who can't accept a 2% loss in a day from QQQ, don't own it. Don't. If you have a stock that you are way up on and it's within his radar and he puts out a tweet, expect a high flyer to pull back by 10% with one tweet. That is the market that we were in. Okay? The market staged a rally after Trump said he paused Mexico tariffs and he talked with the Mexican president. He also was talking to Canada later in the day, and the market staged a rally with many of the top 10 seeking alpha stocks getting back what they lost at the open. Okay? The Qs, you can see the morning candle yesterday. The morning candle opened up at 513. It closed at 518. Okay? That's a big move. It's almost 1% in 4 hours. The afternoon candle opened at 518, closed at 518. It didn't do anything. Okay? That's it. That is it. So we're just looking at the Qs. The algorithm got you out. Am I getting out? Absolutely not. We're still holding on to that 511. Once it gets down below that 511, I'll be concerned. You know, back here in January, I was concerned. Bought at 519. Again, I point out, if we are to pull back, I would expect it to come to this line. I would expect it to come to 470, but you need a catalyst down. Right now, he's doing this during earnings season. Earnings are holding this market up. Earnings are really, really good. And if you want to read how the tariffs are just what the market needs, James Ford puts it well. Just put a comment in there that Gary sent you. Now, let's look at some of the stocks. Okay, Meta yesterday. We know that Meta is going to win. Again, it's trading at $700.80. Get it below $700. I mean, the earnings are already out of the way, but with open source being the next step, these guys are just winning it. Zuckerberg is a founder. I don't know how much I need to talk about this, but you can see that the MACD is a little bit stretched. Just start adding to this. or add to your QQQ. You have exposure to it. Just make sure that you have exposure to it. Look at the morning candle yesterday, a 10% move. You opened at 626. Were you waiting for it to get below 600? Because it moved from 626 to its high of 710. That's a 10% move in the morning. The afternoon, even more impressive at 3% during lighter volume. Meta is just one of those that you want to buy on a dip. And if it's one that, say you're using Instagram, say you're using Facebook, say you're using WhatsApp, you want to buy on the dip. Okay? CLS is another one. You want to buy on the dip. Look at this morning candle. It dipped down. It opened at 109. The low was 109. The close, 122, the high. This is an 11% move. In the afternoon, we pulled back 1%. Okay? It's at 120 right now, trading at 120. Is that a good price? Well, look at the high, 133. And then you look at the weekly, and it's just soaring. Does it have more room to go? Probably. Again, this is a top stock. One of the top stocks as well, OPFI. So have your list ready. I didn't buy any of these. I was busy doing the damn podcast. And then I went on grumpy as hell on Spaces. And I was like, I didn't buy anything because I was doing the damn podcast. But OPFI at $12, yes, ma'am, I wanted to buy it. Look at this morning candle. Okay, 8% move. You opened at $12.93. You closed at $13.98. The afternoon did nothing, down 1%. You're trading at you're trading at 14.26. Don't you wish you would have gotten it $12 yesterday? Okay? That's an enormous move in a day. So every single stock that I looked at yesterday had an enormous morning candle with a low that meant buy. Okay? Even if these weekly candles, they're super, super high. Could they go higher? Absolutely. And one of the other things, David Tepper and Nancy Pelosi both own VST. It should be in your portfolio. Power should be in your portfolio. So you can look at VST yesterday, okay? It opened up at 157. The algorithm gets you in today at 168. 168. That's a good move, okay? Look at the MACD. It's right at the oscillator. Add to it. Add to it. You look at the weekly, it's a bit stretched. I don't care. Power should be in there. While looking at VST, we can go into VST right here, okay? How did I find the one that I really like, which is Talon Energy? I just went to this down here. You can go down to ranked in industry. It's number 2 out of 6, okay? Ranked by the quant. Talon Energy is actually number 1. I think this one has more room to run than Vistra, okay? And we can look at Talon Energy yesterday. Had a great day. Had a great day. Look, the 4-hour, it gets you in today at 229. You're trading at 230. What was yesterday's candle? Oh, it opened up at 213 and you're at 240. Yesterday, 7% move in the morning. In the afternoon, 0.59%. Again, make sure you have your watch list ready. I set up these watch lists over here in Trendspider. I have the daily stock pick watch list, which Talon Energy is on. And Talon Energy is also in the top 10 stocks that I posted. This is a stock that I want to own. I haven't owned it. I will get into it today at 229. It will be one that I buy. I have to make myself a note. So I will make sure that I buy it. But Talon Energy, fantastic, fantastic play. But power should be in your portfolio. Okay? Something else that should be in your portfolio is software. It's Palantir is software. Salesforce is also software. Okay? Benioff, who is their CEO, one of the great founders. Okay? I believe in him. He is going to start using AI to replace workers. That's what this is. Salesforce to cut 1,000 jobs while hiring for AI roles. They will be a leader in cutting employees and cutting costs in order to employ AI. I'm more of a fan of this one than I am Palantir. We can go and look at it. Right now, CRM is a hold in the quant, and it's based on valuation. But compared to Palantir, this one's a freaking bargain. And if you want other ones in this particular one, QUBT, that's a quantum computing. MicroStrategy is up in here. Okay, you can go and search with Seeking Alpha Premium. You can go and search the ones that are big in software. Okay, and you can whittle it down. You can filter it out by market cap. You can filter it out by 52-week highs. You can filter a lot of things in Seeking Alpha. I love this one, but I do own CRM. Am I adding to CRM now? I mean, probably. The algorithm got you in here at 323. 311 is the support. This one didn't move yesterday in the morning. It didn't move. Honestly, I think this one, let's see, in pre-market, you're up 2% at 346. Is that a crazy, crazy one? You fill in this gap to 351. So short term, probably a good one. Now, here you got the MACD kind of down. The RSI's in no man's land at 49. Your weekly, still a bit stretched. But I'd say if you're buying at 340, your level that you want to see support in is 311. If you break that level, you could just buy more or you could get out. Remember the 821 crossover that we talked about yesterday, how you find a falling knife? Maybe employ that strategy, that if the 8-day EMA crosses under the 21-day EMA on a weekly, then you get rid of it. But right now it's strong. Software is strong. So I like this one. Now, one that I haven't liked, but I can't argue. Again, the market has a way of humbling you. And Palantir and Tesla and HIMS, I just haven't liked this. And Hood, I haven't liked Robinhood. But HIMS has done really well. You look at the morning candle yesterday, opened at 35, closed at 38, 11% move. 11%. Afternoon candle did absolutely nothing. This one is absolutely, look at that, one of the strongest names out there with just that recovery. And then you look at the fib up there at 41. Does it get there? Does it get there? The rounding bottom. HIMS in the 4-hour algorithm, it has you in at 27. Pretty good. I mean, again, if you're using the 4-hour algorithm in Trendspider, it has you in at 27. If this is one that you want, we can go over here and look at HIMS in the quant. It's a hold. And it's because of the valuation. They're not making money right now. Okay? Their growth is fantastic. They continue to grow. Let's see. Did they have earnings? Their earnings are coming up February 24th. So it's after Valentine's Day. So boner pills are probably on everybody's shopping list. HIMS is boner pills. It's GLP-1. That's where they're getting the growth. It's GLP-1. But it's basically a boner. I haven't enjoyed this one. I haven't enjoyed watching it go up. I haven't enjoyed, missing out on it. But it's one that a lot of people are saying, hey, it's got future. I just think it's a marketing company. I think it's overpriced. I don't think it's anything other than a compounding pharmacy that sells, generic drugs. And they're doing a really, really good job of it. Honestly, they're doing a fantastic job of it. So you look at that previous all-time high at 25. I would look to 35 at being a support level. And ironically, that's where you opened up the weekly candle, 35. I would look at 35 at being a stop loss for you if you wanted to get in here. Again, look at the charts. Okay, I've been a hater. Now, I was on yesterday. I will go over this. Shai Bulor, this guy is just an amazing, amazing stock picker. Does his research, understands things. And this is a list of such great iconic moments within stocks where you should have been in your head, oh my God, I better invest in this now. Okay. And it's just a fantastic, fantastic list. Meta, when they've shifted to mobile. First shift in acquisition of Instagram and WhatsApp cemented Meta's dominance in social media. Should have been, it was trading at 40. Okay. What are we at? 700 now? And that wasn't that long ago. Robinhood, Roth IRA match and credit card expansion push Robinhood toward a full service financial ecosystem. That's last year. You were trading at like 10. Okay. That was just last year. Tesla, FSD is transforming Tesla from an automaker into an AI power autonomy leader. Tesla is still within that dumb moment. Okay. At $400, it's still within that dumb moment. Do you want to get into it? If you believe in it, yes. Again, I can't argue with it because it's in there. Apple, I can point to you. The feeling that I had with Apple, the iPhone didn't just transform Apple, it became the foundation of the modern mobile economy. Yes, and it's still going. I still have Apple. Do I think it can double from here? It's going to take a hell of a long time to double. But I still love Apple, still my number one position. But the dumb moment for me was with the iPhone. And it wasn't, expected to be as big as it is, but it is now. Palantir, AIP adoption cements Palantir as the go-to platform for enterprise AI and large-scale data analytics. Watch Alex Karp in that video that I posted. This guy is the Steve Jobs of AI. I believe in him. Do I want to buy into that valuation, though? I just don't. But Dan Ives and others that I listen to, that I actually respect, have said, we are still in the first inning of this, and this could be the millionaire maker. So do I want to buy at 83? I said no yesterday. Would I be buying at 83 now that it's 102? Absolutely. Adobe subscription model shift, transform engagement and reoccurring revenue growth. Adobe's a bit of I'm not sure about this one. I do agree with the subscription model that they had. I just don't know that goes into actually buying this one forever. And the reason I say that is because software is becoming so easy with AI to actually produce. You could literally, I think people in the future will learn a software that's great and then be able to create it and write it with 80% of the efficacy, 80% of whatever it can do at about 20% of the cost. And I think that's where Adobe is. I'm a little bit skeptical of that one. NVIDIA, CUDA established NVIDIA as the foundation. We talked about it yesterday. The actual language that NVIDIA used to actually program their chips, that's what cements the NVIDIA. You can't go from NVIDIA to AMD. They cemented that software. Okay? That was the dumb moment of that one. Amazon, AWS became the backbone of cloud infrastructure powering the internet. It's also Prime. It's also Amazon is just a behemoth. And so Amazon is like my number 2 or 3 position in my portfolio. It is one that I still believe could grow significantly. Netflix, the shipped streaming. This was This was when they produced House of Cards and they went into producing their own stuff. It's the one streaming service I'm not getting rid of. Do I still own it? Absolutely. I think it's still got upside. Do I think it could double next year? I don't think so. But it's one of those dumb moments. Should have invested sooner. CRM, moving CRM to cloud position Salesforce as the default platform for enterprise software, redefining SaaS. It's not too late. CRM is just like Palantir. It's software. And I think they're continuing to kill it. This is such a good list. If you can find a stock where you believe the actual thesis of that stock is going to cement its future, you're going to do well. Those are stocks that you want to continue to add to. Okay. And these were just dumb moments where all of these stocks are good to have your portfolio. Okay. I love this list. I love Shai. He just does a great job. If you're not following him on Twitter, you're really missing out. Okay. Palantir. Let's just talk about it. Palantir just broke above $100. I think it's trading at 102. We'll look at the chart. But I was literally on Spaces yesterday, and Evan calls on me 5 minutes before the Palantir earnings are released. And Shai had just gone over his thing. And even Shai said, I'm not buying this at 83, but I'm happy I bought it at 8. Okay. And I said, hey, my condolences to Shai because you just got the curse of Kramer. He said it's going to 100. We know that this is going down. So I started pointing out on the chart thinking, God, I'm such a technical expert. I'm going to look at the back down here. You see 58 is where the 200 day is at. That's where I would like it to come down to. We're seeing resistance at this 83. We've seen it bounce up there once, twice, double top. Boy, it's going to reject off of that. It's got to. And how can they actually increase everything that they're talking about increasing and justify the valuation of this? And Kramer said, doesn't matter, goes to 100. This is very much like Tesla back in 2018, where I decided, the valuation's crazy. I don't want to buy it at 420. I want to sell it at 420 when it gets up there. Sold it. Started buying XLY, started buying ARKK, saw it continue to grow. So I had exposure in my ETFs, but I should have had the single stock. And I was telling Shai, you know what? When you look at this, you've got this nice gap down here at 42.43. And when you go to the weekly and you look at this, that's right where your your 50 day is sitting. Maybe it's time to pull back to the 50 day. Maybe it's time that we just pull back. And I thought I was a technical genius talking about this. And what does it do? Goes to 100. Watch this video of Alex Karp, okay? This is the video I was talking about. I thought I pointed out earlier, but I guess it's now. It's a minute 29. This is a man you want to invest in, okay? I don't care if you don't agree with his politics. I don't care if you don't agree with his stance on the world. If you want to make money, this is one that you could make money on. I don't agree with him. He's not a guy I would hang out with. But it's a guy that I respect who's built a business and just has a singular focus of making sure that businesses use his AI platform. And that's it. By the way, if you're not blocked by Jim Cramer on Twitter, you're not using the platform correctly. I am blocked, just so you know. Palantir projects 31% revenue growth for 2025 amid accelerating AI adoption. This is such a good Seeking Alpha does such a good job of going over the management view, the outlook, the financial results, the Q&A, sentiment analysis, quarter-over-quarter comparison, risk and concerns, and then the final takeaway. It is a masterclass on how to look at the earnings every time they come out. And Seeking Alpha posts that for you. Okay? Do I want to buy Palantir right now? I don't. I don't. I mean, should I? Probably. You're up 22% at 102 in pre-market. The average target price is 69. If this one gets back down to 83, I'm going to load up on it. Again, I'm investing in Alex Karp. I like it. You know who else killed it on earnings? Spotify, which you're probably listening to me on because the majority of people do listen to me on it. They are up at 589 in pre-market, up 7% on good earnings. Okay? It's a bit stretched. 4-hour algorithm makes you 165% over 20 positions over 24 months. It works. Again, with some of these high-flying stocks, I'd rather make less but protect myself from a downside with the 4-hour algorithm. That's the way I use it. Okay, the 4-hour algorithm has produced 165% over 2 years in this stock, Spotify. It is incredibly overpriced, but they continue to grow. It's the YouTube of mobile. Now, the valuation, completely nuts. They're not making money. Completely nuts. Growth, 18% year over year. Okay. The analyze with AI, it will come out. It was last done on 121. They'll probably renew it overnight so you can go and look at it. It is a fantastic, fantastic stock. I do own this one in my Webull portfolio. Okay. One of the top 2025 stocks, PayPal. Top's consensus is beat, but it's slumping in pre-market. It's down 8%. Why? Expenses. I don't know if this has to do with the Honey scandal. If you don't know what the Honey scandal is, Honey is a Chrome browser extension where they started stealing creator stuff. Still a strong buy in the quant. Still a strong buy in the quant. This has been a strong buy in the quant, PayPal has, since we're still scrolling back, 64. Where are you trading right now, even in pre-market? 82. It was at 89. Do we buy the dip? Maybe you want to play the 4-hour algorithm. Okay, the 4-hour algorithm had you in at $90.13. It will get you out today. So wait for an entry. Again, put it on your list. This is a good stock that's getting beaten down based on expenses. It's got new management. The new management is really good. A good company with good products, with good earnings, and good management. That's what PayPal is. Okay? We have had some problems with the valuation. It's just expensive. But it's not that expensive if you continue to grow. The PEG ratio going forward, 1.84. And if you don't like PayPal, go and look at the transactional payment. Toast. I was just at a pizza place the other night. Toast is one. That was good. This is a strong buy in the quant as well. And it's got an A from valuation. Okay, they're not making money, but it's got an A because their PEG ratio, they're growing so much. Go and find a stock you like. One that I'm going in balls deep on is one of the top stocks. I will give you this one. I think it was Nathaniel just pointed out. They have earnings today. Is INTA. This is one of the top 10 from Seeking Alpha for the year. Okay, it's a strong buy from the quant. It's been a strong buy. Let's see. Again, the quant gives you these ratings. $48. Okay, where are you trading right now? 70. I've got an order in to buy a bunch of this at 72 because when you look at INTA, okay, I am betting. This is absolute betting, but it could turn into long term. I'm not afraid of buying this one into earnings. And the reason is we'll go over it. But you look at the way this one has responded in the last couple of earnings. Oh, come on, 4-hour algorithm. I'm going to refresh this and go back into the 4-hour algorithm right here. 4-hour right here. We're going to go and run it. And we'll see it up there, $67. Look at the past couple of times that earnings have come out, okay? We gapped up here, but you're continuing up. You have a red candle the next day, but you continue up, okay? And into this earnings, we're pulling back a little bit. But in pre-market, you're up 2% at 71.98, okay? I have my order in to buy at 72 when the market opens because pre-market, this one just doesn't trade very well in pre-market. It's got a low float. But if we go and look at this one, okay, we're going to look. It's a strong buy in the quant. Oh, come on. I got to type correctly. Into right here. It's a payment system, application software, 3 out of 198. Okay, strong buy in the quant. Wall Street, they've got 10 analysts that follow it. They believe it's worth $73. You can see they've chased it up, but the price has gone up. Okay, valuation C, they're not making money. Hopefully they will at some point. Growth, 20% year over year. It's a small cap stock. Okay, it's 5.46 billion. The volume is 2,000 shares a day. It's not much. Their 52-week high is 73. You're close to that in pre-market. I think it moves higher. Again, it's one of the big winners, one of the top 2025 stocks. If we go over to Earnings Hub, you can see 16 cents estimated. Last time they reported 21 cents. 121 million in revenue, 118 million is what they reported. And if you go and you look at this, analyze with AI, and you scroll down, and you say, okay, positive, strong revenue growth, robust price momentum, along with a sticky customer base. The company shows promising signs of growth in the legal technology market, driven by AI integration. Inta's strategic partnership with Microsoft enhances its product offerings, contributing to an impressive net revenue. The concerns faces the risk of plateauing new customer growth, primarily relying on upselling existing customers. There are concerns about the company's ability to sustain its growth momentum amidst cyclical industries and potential competition. The company's reliance on the financial services sector makes it vulnerable to market fluctuations and changes in capital markets. This was generated on 128. Okay, founded in 2000, located in Palo Alto, California. It just has the kind of, again, top 10 2025 stock. I kind of like it. Ranked 3 out of 198. Small cap. I'm kind of going to go, again, I'm putting more money into this than I made in my first job ever out of college in a year. I'm going balls deep. Now, I don't know if it's going to fill. I don't exactly know what's going to go on, but they have earnings today. Let's go over to Earnings Hub because we can look at the calendar. What do we have today? We have Google. We have AMD. We have Snap. We have Enphase. We have Chipotle. We have EA. We have Simon Property Group. There are a lot of earnings. Tomorrow before open, you have Uber. This one should be interesting because Uber, in my mind, is undervalued. I think they took that dip based on robo-taxis, but I think they show positive growth again. Now, am I putting more money into this one? No, I've got money into this one. I like this one. I currently hold this stock. I've got enough, but if I see it start to move towards this gap, I am going to buy in. Do I think it could pop to 79 on earnings? I don't think so. I think it could pop to the 200-day, which is 71, which would be a good move, which would indicate to me a move over the 200-day that you actually get to fill this gap. So, again, if you have any questions, hit me up. Everything is on Linktree. Trendspider, currently on sale. You can get the unlimited one-on-one training. Use that one. Premium and Alpha Picks. The Gary bundle is Trendspider, Premium, and Alpha Picks together. You get this Seeking Alpha bundle, which is the Seeking Alpha Premium. You saw me value stocks and look at these. And again, on the paid newsletter, I'm going to have a couple of stocks that I'm going to look at. You're going to get a bonus. Okay, that's it for today. Take care. Have fun. I'll see you tomorrow.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss